Okay, so new unit. What am I learning? I am learning how to add, subtract, and multiply decimals. Why am I learning it? We use decimals every day while dealing with money, weight, length, etc. Decimals are used in situations where more precision is required than the whole numbers can provide. Okay, so not everything in math is going to be whole numbers. It could be part of numbers. So that's when we use decimals. How will I know when I learned it? When I can add, subtract, and multiply decimals without a calculator. Okay, so adding decimals. We got some rules we need to follow when we're adding decimals. So the first thing we need to keep in mind is we are going to line up the decimal point. You're not lining up numbers, you're lining up decimal points. Then we're going to fill in any missing number with 0. And then follow adding integer rule. So that comes in handy if we have positive and negative decimals, but we're just going to be dealing with positive decimals. Okay? So let's take a look at your first problem. 0.45 plus 0.50. So you should get into a habit of putting the bigger number on top. So notice 0.45 has 2 digits after that decimal point, and 0.5 only has 1. We could make 0.5 2 digits by adding a 0, and that's not changing the value to the number. Okay, you could add as many zeros as you want. It's not going to change the value of the number. So I'm going to put my bigger number on top, so it's going to be 0.50, smaller number on the bottom, 0.45. Then I could go ahead and add. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Bring down my decimal point. So my answer is 0.95. Next problem, 2.14 plus 0.167. Okay, notice there are 2 numbers after your decimal point. There are 3 numbers after the decimal point. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 0 to 2.14 to make it 3 numbers after my decimal point. So I'm going to put my bigger number on top, 2.140 plus 0.167. And I could go and add 0 plus 7 is 7, 4 plus 6 is 10, 3, 2 plus 0 is 2. So 2.307. Alrighty, next one. We got 0.85 plus 12.5. Okay, there's 2 numbers after the decimal point. There's only 1, so we could add a 0 to make it 2. Okay, so we're going to put our bigger number on top, so that's 12.50. Smaller number on top, 0.85. Then we go ahead and add. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13. 3, 1. Bring down your decimal point. So your final answer is 13.35. Okay, so then you guys have some practice problems to work with. So go ahead, pause the video, and work on your practice problems. And when you're done, we can resume the video and check your answers. All right, let's take a look. We got 0.135 plus 0.75. There's 3 numbers after the decimal, only 2 numbers after the decimal, so I'm going to add a 0 to make it even. 0.750 is your bigger number. 0.135 is your smaller number. You could add 0.885. Next one, we got 12.4 plus 0.987. 3 numbers after the decimal place. There's only 1, so we're going to add 2 zeros. 12.400 is larger, put that on top. 0.987 goes on the bottom. We add those. Bring down your decimal point, 13.387. Okay, and your last one, 0.25 plus 17.9. There's two numbers after the decimal point. There's 1, so I'm going to add a 0. Put my bigger number on top. Add. Bring down my decimal point. So there you go. Double check your answers to make sure that they match mine.